Anybody else here? Since I managed to get the link up at like 7:54 or something like that. Oh my God. I have not watched the news today. So I'm back on the need to know basis of life. It says I added you. Hey, Miles. I can see my hair sticking up. This is the best stuff. If you guys ever use this, it's called Magic Move. All these little pieces that I have in the front that are broken are from my glass that hinges. Like the hinges on my glasses will grab onto my hair and then break my hair. And if I iron it, then it continues to break and it's like a cycle. So I'm trying really hard not to do that to it and not doing so great. Anyway, Molly, did you pick up the IT Cosmetics $34 Wonder? We were both at Ulta at the same time. I picked up a new shade today. I want to try it as a contour. You like it straight? I don't know. I kind of like, we're getting like to the point where I'm going to have mermaid hair again soon. I did get it. You did get it. You guys, this has been on me all day. I'm dried out. Like I'm a dried, shriveled person. And my eyelids, I went and had her go over them today. So they're red and I have like remnants of makeup left on from earlier today. But I gotta show you, like, this stuff lasts. I think my skin looks pretty good considering that I got ready at like 10 o'clock this morning. What, how many hours is that? A bazillion? All right, we're gonna be at a more conversational length tonight. I think I'm going to go out on a limb here and say if Gen X could have a viral product like they do on TikTok, this is going to be it. I would go as far as to say that it's in my top 3. And I don't know what's moving out of the 3rd spot, but this is so good and so ridiculous. Like, Molly, when you felt it today, were you like, it's so weird and it doesn't turn into a powder, but it's not greasy? I don't understand this stuff. It's just so great. The texture is like a serum, like a slippy serum. But then when it goes on, it's like you put the serum on and it's soft, but it's not. It's very slick. Like it comes off and you think it's going to be a cream to powder, but it isn't. And it's funny because I went and I looked at the blush that Holly told us about that's from the same brand. And that is a cream to powder. And they didn't have the color that she was talking about. It was like the only one that they didn't have. But this doesn't dry down to a powder. It just sort of like becomes one with the skin. I don't know how else to put it. So I went today. They have one other shade in the line besides the deepest shade that is cool. And I want to see if this works as a sculpting thing. I'm very curious to see if, you know, I like having more than one color because my face is more than one color. And if it's going to do it all, Let's see if it really can do it all. I can't believe that I'm sitting here right now excited about a product from IT Cosmetics. Because every single complexion product of theirs that I've ever tried has been a bust. Oh, my sister left? Oh. My sister is on a paradise vacation right now. Hi, Nicole. Okay, very different texture. It's almost like a serum oil, but not greasy. Just becomes part of your skin. Okay, so you're speaking the same language that I am, which is really fantastic. You love the foundation. You've been using it for a bit now. Love the bronzer and blushes in that line too. All right, well, we've just discovered the Do-It-All. And I picked it up in the medium cool because this was the only other cool shade. And it looks like a good like bronzer kind of a situation for me. And I didn't bother to bronzer today, so I figured we would try. I'm kind of happy to be giving Ulta some business, even though everyone's mad at them about their Sephora thing. But there's an Ulta thing because everybody got so much free stuff last year. They had like, you know, those Hulkin bags that are like on wheels that people use now, and they each had like all their loot, you know, stacked up in there. I would just be like, I don't want the mess. Like, I don't want the boxes. I don't want any of that. I'm having a hard enough time just controlling this area. All right, you guys. So what's going on with everyone? How's everybody doing mentally? I'm going to be honest. I'm not good. I look like I'm good right now just because I got up this morning and took a shower and got my hair blown out just because I needed to like just do something for myself today. And then I went and she microneedled up here. And I'm doing my next thing in, she's only make me wait for 3 weeks. So I think it's in 2 weeks because it's already been a week. So she can't believe how fast I've healed. And I think it's because of the skincare that I've been doing. And the LED helps a lot with inflammation. But she was like, Michelle, I think that this looks less pronounced. And I'm like, well, yeah. And my new IT foundation isn't outlining it, which is fantastic. All right. So the color Fair Cool 125 is the one. Molly, was it a good match for you? Have you tried it on your face yet? I'm just dying to see if this will look like a natural bronzer or not. I'm trying to think about what kind of brush I want to use with this because I want it to have a little gusto. I have a little guy in my purse. I looked at the IT Cosmetics brush and I grabbed it, you know, that was with all the foundations of these today. And it was cute. It had like, it was a 2-sided IT Cosmetics brush. I brought it up to the front and she rings it up and it's $50. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I can't pay $50 for an IT Cosmetics brush, but thank you though. I'm good. I didn't buy it. perfect match. Haven't tried it. Okay. Let's try it as a bronzer. Now, we know this stuff is like, you don't need a lot. So I'm going to go off the back of my hand. The thing that's so cool about this product is that it doesn't settle into any lines at all. And I'm not really sure how that works, but it does. Oh yeah. I mean, first of all, it's cooling, which is nice. And it feels like nothing. Like it literally feels like I've had no makeup on today. But that worked. This shade is the only other cool tone shade besides the darkest shade. This is called Medium Cool 315. And I would say this is me with a tan. They all sort of blend into your skin. Like it's a very low coverage kind of a product, which I like because you guys know how I feel about makeup face on me. I feel like it makes me look older. And I don't need any help in that direction right now. Although I have to say, like, the weight that I gained over the holidays looks better on my face than it does on my butt. Oh, Lisa's here. Hi. And she's on the group chat now, too. Lisa's on the group chat. Nicole, do you want to be in the group chat? We just need your Instagram. What do they call it? Your Instagram. What do we used to call it, like on a CB? Do you guys remember CBs? Or is that just me? Handle. Yes. We just need your handle. We're so fancy. What is your handle on Instagram? And I'll put you on here right now because otherwise I'm just going to forget. Like, every time I go on Instagram, it's news, and I don't want any news. I want to be newsless. I need less news. Okay. Okay, I just need your handle. Is it the same or is it different on Insta? That is a foundation, Lise. Yes. And it's freaking fantastic. And it's IT Cosmetics. And it might be better than the Victoria Beckham for 110. And I'm saying that out loud. It might be. We're going to have to do a battle, I think. Those IT brushes go on sale periodically at Macy's. They do. And sometimes at Ulta also. I was not buying an IT Cosmetics brush for $50. I was like, if I'm spending $50, I'm buying rougher brushes right now. So no thanks. They've been so nice to me. I'll only buy their brushes. Nicole, do you want to tell me what your handle is, babe? Just type it in here. So I was at Ulta today. It's like a new sentence that I start every one of these things with. So I was at Ulta today. They have so much K beauty in that place that it's crazy. Okay. Tell me if you got the thing. Yes? Okay, good. They have so much K beauty and no one in the store knows anything about any of it. So go in there with your phone and get ready to Google because they are of no help whatsoever. I do want to mention this product, and it's a little strange. Like when you go on Shop My and you put your links in there, you know, like if you guys ever buy through my links, the links register into Shop My. And depending on how much you sell, you can talk to brands eventually and ask them to send you products. From time to time, you will get the occasional weird free thing that comes your way, even when you don't sell enough to be counted as lucky enough to be able to talk to a brand. So I got some Epsom it's called Soothing Nerve Lotion. And it's a super concentrated Epsom salt lotion. And I put this on my feet today because you guys know I have some problem feet and arthritis. And it kind of wasn't as horrible as it would have been in the cold today. So I don't know. I'll let you know. But they did send it to me. And I figure if you got nerve issues and you dig Epsom salt and you don't feel like soaking your feet, they now make it in a lotion. And I was not paid to say that. I'm just sharing. What? Why are these jumping around? You know, like all of a sudden, like your icons and stuff will start jumping. So I like this as a contour. Medium cool 315. I would say it's more of a bronzer, but the color is good. I think if you just find something that's a little bit deeper, if you're cool tone, this is your only choice. But if you're warm tone, you have about 16, choices. But I mean, it's a lot cheaper than the Westman Atelier, and it's good for every day. I like it. It's a very interesting product. I don't understand how 92% of it is serum, because when I looked at the ingredients, I think the first one was water. So I don't know, but I like it. I'm just not going to question it. Okay, tonight, some things that I want to do. Number one, a miracle occurred, and the Victoria Beckham liner that I ordered, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, came today. Have not even opened it yet. It's called Silver Glaze. And I do remember the word unapologetic being used to describe it. So I'm going to need to pull that up because that's my kind of lingo. I think we're going into an unapologetic era of like 80s level maximalism and color, texture, like just all of it. Okay. I'm going to take off my eye makeup. Okay, this is her Satin Kajal liner. We're all familiar with it. This color is called Silver Glaze. it's currently sold out on her website. That's great. I wonder if it's on any others. And let's see if Nordstrom has it yet. It doesn't look like it. My guess is it'll be popping up at places. But if you pre-ordered it, ooh, that was on. So I thought that they already had a silver, and I will show you. This one is teeny tiny sparkles. And I actually think this is kind of a smart thing. You know, people do use smudgy liners to build an eye look, like real makeup artists do that. And I know a lot of people really hate fallout. And so if you want to get those little teeny tiny micro glitters without fallout, I think this is like a good option. That was scary. Hi, Holly. I know mine came today. I was like, there must be pigs flying right now because I don't know. And I ordered mine. I was like up real late that night. And so it had already arrived on Sephora. Like that's how late it was. And I just ordered it and never got it. I was starting to think that maybe it was because I didn't order anything with it. I was getting kind of sick of the email that she was sending about the green bag, which by the way, it's not that great. It's fine, but it's just a bag. I'm excited to see this. Can't wait to try. Oops. The silver with the smoky quartz. I saw Sam Chapman use them together. I'm going to swatch all the jewel ones. You're still waiting on yours too, huh? Yeah. I'm going to have to be real careful because I did get microneedled on my lids today. That's why my face is looking so crazy. I'm just using my Bioderma. This is what I don't like to smush my mascara all over my face when I go to wash my face. I know a lot of people like to dissolve it with an oil cleanser, and I don't mind using an oil cleanser. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't like it when my whole face like turns black from the mascara. I just feel like I'm grinding it into my face, and why bother? So I was wearing the Nordstrom palette today, the YSL one. It is so pretty, you guys. Just the mattes alone are like that perfect, I look put together, but not too made up kind of an idea. Really enjoying it. Okay. You like the green bag? Yeah, you know what? I was going to grab it. So she always has a bag. I mean, it's cute. I mean, it's fine. But like there were 100 emails to quick get your green bag, and it was just kind of Yeah, it's just a green velvet dust bag. Exactly. Usually takes about 2 weeks when you order from her. I can't believe that they don't have a better system in place. And it's weird. We've talked about this in here. I feel like she had a distribution thing here, and now I feel like she doesn't. Oh, Holly, it's a nice green bag. I'm not making fun of your green bag. I'm not. So I don't know if this counts as one of the ones that you can or cannot put into your waterline, because I know that with a lot of the jewel ones, you're really not supposed to because they have the little flecks. So I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think that you should, since, you know, I don't want to give anybody bad advice. I'm just saying that I might, but you shouldn't. You should follow whatever directions they give you. Let's take a look at some of the jewel tones that she's had in my little Home Goods swirly thing. Okay, so this is Night Flash. I think we'll just draw on the hands. This is the black one that is prettier when you rub it. Like, you think that there's nothing in there until you smudge it, and then you start to get that little night flash. And these, you guys, really do need to like be pushed on closed, because they will dry out and the whole thing will slide out of the pencil. Just a little tip. Okay, so this is the silver that I was thinking of. This one's called Sea Gray. And when I saw that this one was silver, I was like, well, I kind of already have silver. I'm just going to put this over here because this is not actually a jewel tone, but it's like a silver metallic. So let's put the new one like front and in the middle. It's very delicate, and I don't think it's unapologetic, as she said. Our iconic creamy waterproof eyeliner infused with unapologetic sparkle. I was right. Unapologetic. I'd like a whole entire couch made of the velvet. She overhyped it. Sea Gray is fab. Sea Gray and Cocoa are your faves. I mean, there really are some gorgeous ones. Today, my eye, like on the inside, was kind of red. So I put that like seafoam green on, like as a color corrector, and it worked really, really well. Okay. Trying not to kill anybody's ears that's wearing earphones. I'm sorry. It's just that I have quite a few of these. Okay, here is bronze. Now, some of these, like I said, are metallic, and some of them are more sparkly. I don't care. I'll swatch all of them. How about that? This is the Navy Noir. I love this one. I think it's underrated. This is the Linen. That's good. That's very useful. The Esom Sharpener is my new love because it has the little catcher. So that's the white. It's very white. Okay, and then we're going to have everybody's favorite cocoa. That nice chocolatey color. You just found your green dust bag with your silver lining from and other items in your front porch frozen. Oh, let it defrost. I always just like let things come to room temperature when they come. It's like a hope and a prayer. Okay, this one is sequin green. Oh, I love this one. See, this is why this is good to do, because you're like, oh yeah, I own that. It's such a pretty color. Love it. Okay, my personal favorite, as you all know, is black. I think she has a great black, though. I really do. Okay, then we have the new girl, Coco Pave, which also is another one of those where you're like, huh, it doesn't look real sparkly. But then when you smudge it out, it is sparkly. Some of them really do need to be smudged in order to get the full gusto. This is the Gold Lame. Now, the look that's on her page right now is wearing, oh, this needs to be sharpened. She's wearing Gold Lame. Let me show you. She's got the gold on the bottom and the new one on the top. Oh, this is very dry. You might be in the market for a new gold. This shows you how much gold I use. Oh, well, all right. We will not be doing a gold and silver look tonight, but I will get enough on here. I couldn't have figured out that I needed a new one when they were on sale. I'm going to put this one to the side. It's not really lumpy like this, although it is glittery. Well, this is like such a great color, and I'm going to put it next to the navy. This is Surfside. Since we're going to have so many blue things, we're going to have so many blue liners because she has 3. Here's the third one. This is the jeans. I like this one the best. Actually, and navy. It looks better on me than the teal. So the top one is navy. Well, this is going to be too small for you guys. Hold on. Sorry. Navy, Surfside, jeans. A lot of blue. It is a pretty photo, isn't it? Okay, this is like my 80th C grade that I have in here. This is Bordeaux. Right. I'll be honest, I don't use this very much or at all. This color on my eyes makes it look like I haven't slept in 4 weeks, and I could do that on my own. Oh, I have a hint for everyone. My hint is that I heard through the grapevine that there may or may not be a new eyeshadow palette that will coordinate very well with this orchid liner. So if you don't have the orchid liner yet, you might want to get your hands on an orchid liner, just in case. Just in case. Now this color, I have gotten a ton of use out of this. This is the ash color. And it's like, you guys know I love my black, but sometimes black is a little too harsh, like for daytime. And the ash just softens it a little bit, just takes it down like a notch. And I think it's better like that. Smudged. Beautiful photo. That color makes me look like I have pink eye. Yeah, it's not a good look for me either. Here's another Bordeaux, because we just use those up around here. Another Cocoa. This is Chanel. Another Ash. Okay, here is Copper. These are all going to need to be sharpened. They are just... not in my cycle of wearing. Need to freshen up my stash here. Yet another Sea Gray. Ooh, Cinnamon. This is a real favorite for a lot of people. It's a nice warm brown. Very pretty. Another navy. Have I gotten through all of them yet? It's another Cocoa. I think this is another Bordeaux. What am I missing? What was this other purple color? Does anybody remember? Hi, Judy. Fig. Yes, this is Fig. I used Fig quite a bit. This like tells you that someone needs to clean out their eyeliners big time. Am I missing any of the jewel tones? Somebody tell me. Another navy. I think we're pretty good here. Let me look at her list. Okay, can we... Okay, so we have Coco Pave. I did that. This is our new one, which doesn't look like that at all. It just looks like silver little tiny sparkles. We have what's the name? Which one is this? I'm going with, I don't know, cocoa. Then we got cinnamon. We're just supposed to get, oh, here, Bordeaux. Wait, this is called terracotta. I apparently never even bought that one because that would not look good on me. Then we have cinnamon. We did that. Olive. Did we do olive? I know I have olive because I do use olive. We might have to use our imaginations for that one tonight. Okay, we did do the surf side and night flash and sea gray, which I think is such a great silver. And we did black. We did orchid. You might want to get orchid if you don't have it. Maybe. Jeans, love jeans. Linen was the white color. Seafoam is the one I was talking about that I was wearing today. And it's in my bag. This This, I took the idea after I saw Rose from Rose and Ben. She took the one from Prada and used it as a color corrector. And ever since, this is like magical. And I know Kelly does it too. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Hi, everyone. Sometimes lurker. I have orchid and fig, but prefer fig. Cocoa remains my favorite. Want to see the orchid palette. Really? There's an orchid palette? Really? Hi, Judy. Hi. Hi. My big beef with the VBB liners is that the color name is on the side that gets sharp. Hello, that was just my problem. On the side that gets sharpened, and the color bands are too similar, and you're always getting confused by them. Clearly, we're soul sisters in that way. I want to get jeans, but it's always sold out. I wonder if she discontinued that color. She did not. Jeans is one of those colors. I think that it's like she probably had to get like some ingredient that is difficult to get with supply chains right now or something crazy. You never ever know. Ash, we talked about ash. Did bronze, navy. These are like all the originals. Fig. We got the gold, sequin green, smoky quartz. Now I definitely have smoky quartz. Here we go. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, this is smoky quartz. It's actually a great color that I have like forgotten all about lately. Okay, so we're just missing olive right now. I think that's pretty fantastic. If you ask me, that seems thorough to me. No, that's another smoky quartz. Okay, we're just going to pretend like we swatched all of them. Yay. This will be on my hand until like next week because hers stay on so well. But my idea for tonight, sorry. Let's just put these nice little babies back where they belong. Okay. I took out sea gray. That's fantastic. Okay, here. You would think another sea gray. You would think that the color that I'm using tonight would be easy to find since it's taller than the rest. But, you know, it's just how it is. Okay. She has a lot of colors. And I did see, in case anybody was interested, you know, Sarah Creel helped her launch her line, which means she helped with this formula. So a lot of people are really liking the formula over at Sarah Creel. And all I can imagine is that I am sure that there were preferences that were made when this was done that she wanted to improve on for over 40 wearers of eyeliner. And her taupe, the one that smoky, whatever her taupe, her sparkly taupe is back in stock on the Sarah Creel website, but not on Sephora, and there is a new color. I thought she was coming out with an eyeshadow when that little teaser came out. Just another eyeliner. But apparently this counts as eyeshadow these days because they're showing this on the lid. They're showing it lots of ways. And I know that a lot of the Rouge Noir stuff is very expensive, hard to find. I picked up only one of the single shadows, and I think this color is so beautiful. And this is still available on Chanel.com, so I know that it's available other places. This is called Gris Rose. And it's just this very shifty gray lavender rosy color. It depends on like what angle you're looking at. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's like a multi-chrome. It just sort of is shifty. I think this is how I would say it. And I thought this might be pretty with this and like a matte. So what do you think? Yeah? Should try it? Let's try it. Let's just take out a really easy palette that is accessible for people. You guys ever notice that when I have like 3 of something, it's always the last one that I pick up? Or what's that? Oh, good idea. I'm going to use this. This is the Natasha Denona Cool Tone Palette. Very perfect for tonight. All matte. Lots of colors, nowhere to swatch. I don't even want to try to take this off because it's just going to be like really bad, isn't it? Let's see. My hand might have like a bluish tint to it, but These do stay. You gotta love that. They're hard to come off. So I think that's why people like them so much. They have like the playtime and then they really set down. But I know, I think was it you, Molly, that said that the Ceracril ones, they stay longer in the waterline? Somebody said that. I'm just going to go into like just this second shade right here and just kind of, you guys know I don't carve out over here. I have to cover here, and I was micro needled here today. So I'm only going to be doing down here because I really don't want to put like any makeup on that part, but I'll kind of like fake a little. Just here. Just to have some definition, even though we're not going to put it where I was micro needled. Just to have like something that's matte. And honestly, with a color like this, I think you either use this brush from Rephr, which is the number 21, or your finger, because Molly taught me about this brush. She said it's life-changing. Do you remember, Molly? You were like, it's a life-changing brush. And it kind of is, because you can put sparkles on. I'm only going to go, do I have like eyeliner on my face too? Yay. Okay. Let's go like out here with the grease. I'm going to use a finger to get a little more. And you can see it just has like this really nice kind of glowy shift. I just think it's a really pretty single because it's not one color. It's sort of many. And I love like a shifty color like that. I just think it's very pretty. I'm going to take a little bit underneath my eye. Just using a stiffer brush because it's sparkly. Okay, was anyone going to be like, Michelle, you have like eyeshadow all over your face? Okay. My crumbly mascara that I took off. All right, so we're just going to put a little of this here. And then we're going to try out the new liner. Okay. Now, when I start with liner, you guys know, with a hooded eye, the thing that you're going to see is what's right up here against the lashes. So I always like to go in. Ooh, hello. Let's get you a little closer. That is sparkly. I want to kind of put it in the center. Oh, she's pretty, you guys. Very sparkly and light catching. Very wet look. Look at that. Oh, I think this was like just some matte shadow in the crease coming out. Smoky. This is stunning. What a great way to do the teeny tiny sparkles, because you're not going to get fallout. Like at all from using a liner like this. It's really going to stay put. Well, that's really, what do we think? That is really pretty. I like the delicate pearl. It's unapologetically sparkly. I like. I just like want to see what this looks like kind of smudged out like that. I love the wet look. Let's see my bruising. I just love like the teeny tiny little sparkles that are all the same particle size. It's really hard sometimes to find the kind of sparkle that you want. Like there's, you know, big sparkles that are a little bit louder and, you know, like tinier sparkles that are further apart, maybe some of them that are closer together. These are just like little pinpricks of light. I think it's really pretty. I bet it's really pretty on the inner corner. We're going to try a little of it, and then I'm going to use a little smudgy. Oh, so pretty. I wish she would do more colors like this. This is great. I mean, why stop at one color? People obviously want them. She just did, two sparklies at one time. She did the Cocoa Pave and then into this one, which is so beautiful. Very, very pretty. It's weird. Sometimes these feel like they're tight and sometimes they're not. I might have to switch this one with another one. But very pretty. And I just want to see if I just used a little bit deeper of a matte. I think that's really pretty. Just kind of soft. Let's curl them. And then I think if you wanted to like amp it up a little, you could decide what color you wanted in the waterline. And I think for fun, I kind of want to use sea gray because it's sort of in that same vibe. Okay. Go. So I'm just tight lining. And I want to get right in between the lashes. I apologize for the little bruises and things, you guys, but I forgot I took aspirin this morning before I went. I like to go in hard on the outside. And then I'm just going to kind of just take it out a teeny tiny bit. I don't want like a wing because I think this is a very pretty soft look, but just a little slight hint of a wing. I haven't even unpacked my little bag from today. All right, beverage time. What do we think? Did I say something bad? Oh, I'm just not seeing the comments. I'm like, everybody stop talking. I'll mail VBB and see if I can find out what's up. Hello, Sylvia. Sorry I didn't see you. Finally got jeans in December, but don't love it on my brown eyes. Also have the other two blues very similar. I think that the navy matches a lot more like eyeshadows. The teal one is, the Surfside one is like, it's not even blue, it's teal, right? The color's beautiful. It really is. This is very pretty. You know what it reminds me of, though? It's the same kind of like little teeny tiny sparkles that you would get like in one of those Tom Fords, like the, like Lumiere de Verre. You know how he does like the little pinpoint sparkles? And I don't get fallout from this, but this is the exact same effect. Okay, so the difference between this guy, which is, you know, the silvery, it's right here, like heavy, but when you put it on, it shears out. The difference is really only in color. It's exactly that same feel. So if you have any of the Tom Ford eyeshadows with that really delicate sparkle, I think he did it 2 years in a row. He did it with Lumiere de Verre, and then I think High Altitude was the other one, maybe. Don't quote me on it. But one is a liner and the other is a shadow. Although I have to say with the Tom Ford one, I don't get fallout. The sparkles are so fine, but that's exactly what they're like. They're just like those teeny tiny little guys. All right, let's put on a little mascara. We'll just go back to this mirror. This would have been nice during the holidays, I'll tell you. I wonder if that was part of the plan. Because her holiday was pretty much just what? Her fragrances? See, I think this is really pretty. There's something about just that wet lid with delicate sparkle as opposed to sparkle. It's very unapologetic. I think that is so funny. The The teeny tiny sparkles, I also think Surratt may have some of those. I'm trying to think of who else. I mean, right away I thought Tom Ford, because he does the fine sparkles very, very well. What are you guys thinking? It is pretty. And it's the kind of thing I think also, like, let's pretend like I was wearing the palette from Nordstrom. Just for fun. Like if I had those two nudes, let's just say I had two like nude shadows on like those, and I was walking around all day with it, and then I was going to like go out for the evening, I could literally put this in my bag, add a little fun, and voila, like I'm ready for dinner and drinks and dancing. Unapologetically sparkly. I like it. I think it's very, very, very pretty. And I'm glad it came. I'm glad that they're okay over at Victoria Beckham. She's still calling this new also. This is the only lip gloss of hers that has like that little bit of sparkle. And I don't know why it still says new. The only thing I don't love about this is you can feel the sparkle. You know what I mean? This is not unapologetically delightful, because it's like, you know, and you can feel like that grit. Not into it. Nope. Not for me. Okay. All right, you guys, I think we have a winner. And the thing I really like about this shade is that it's so neutral, like it's so pearl that you could go gold, you could go silver. It really wouldn't matter because the little glitters are so fine. I mean, they truly are. I wonder how this would compare to like the Patrick Ta. I just want to see like the, you know, the weenie butter lighting. Now these are far more unapologetically sparkly. It's that same particle size though. It really is. It's the same particle size. His, I mean, you would have to do a lot of math to figure out that they were maybe a little bit either closer together or just slightly. Hers seem more uniform even than his. Like every sparkle looks the same. These are the, right here is the Patrick Ta. And then this is the Tom Ford. And this is the Victoria. So they all have that same little twinkle of color, or not color. Fun. I like it, and it's like an easy thing to travel with. It's not going to break. It takes up like no room in your bag. You can jazz up any look. A+. I like it. I hope people get it soon. My lips are so, who has chapped lips right now? Like, it's been so cold here, and having the heat on and everything, it's just so dry. I said to my husband, like, can you make it any, like, can you turn up the humidifier a little bit? It's dry, which brought me to thinking about this. If you do one kind of indulgent, and it's not even that expensive, let me tell you how much this is. Bloom Effects is a brand that I found out about from Khaki a really long time ago. And I use their sunscreen serum every single day. Literally every single day. It does not mess with any foundation. It's hydrating enough. It's 50 SPF. It's mineral. It's broad spectrum. It's everything. And it's from Bloom Effects, and I love it. They have sales all the time. Like, this is one where I would say, you know what? Go ahead and let them text you, because they actually do send great emails about their sales and deals, and there's always a code. Like, you can find somebody who has a code with them for at least 20 off. And they sell their stuff at a lot of different places. And the thing that people may not know is that tulips are the only flower that can regenerate. When you have droopy tulips, you can throw some pennies in the water, and in the morning they will have perked back up again. So even though you see a lot of rose, and like Cicely does like the whole black rose thing, well, she does like a whole black tulip thing. And I am a firm believer in the regenerative quality that is in a tulip. She did research with the university there. I think it's called Leiden. And they did university level research about tulips. This is a girl who married a guy whose family grows tulips, and they had all this stuff like that they didn't use. And she's like, I can turn that into skincare. So she has like a whole line now. And if you're not familiar with it, I have been using their vitamin C oil. The only thing, I'm not a huge dropper lover. I don't know about you guys, but it's like, no matter how careful I am, it's like the oil like comes out. It just, I don't know what it is with me and droppers. It's not great, but this is a stable form of vitamin C. And I just started my second bottle of this. I have enjoyed this incredibly, much more so than I thought I would. And I think it's lightening my sunspots. Do I think it's leaky? I do. But I also think it's good. So this is my little wintertime fun. So this is called Petal Polish. I really would like to get a price on it for you. So I love the Prequel body and face wash with the glycerin. It's like a very hydrating formula. They also have it with, she has one, I think, with glycolic and one with salicylic acid. I bought the salicylic one for my son because if you have like back knee, you can use a brush with it and it'll turn over that skin. And you know, the only thing that's going to take care of zits is salicylic acid. So you're going to want to use that. But like for us, my next one that I'm going to try is the glycolic because I use it on my body. What I do is, this is the Tulip Petal Polish. It's $49 normal price, but it's never the normal price. She always has like something. First of all, look at the packaging. I mean, hi. Khaki actually went there and like did a thing with her like in the tulip field. I remember this. So it comes with this little wooden cutie spoon. I'm so excited that I'm opening this because I finished the one in my shower today. It took a really long time to finish, so you don't need a lot. So this is the Royal Tulip Petal Polish, and it is the head to toe enzymatic exfoliant. I do not head to toe it, but I definitely neck to toe it. Just because, I mean, you could definitely use it on your face, but I find it so effective on my body, and I'm happy with the exfoliants that I'm using on my face. I just like didn't want to rock the boat. Oh, hello. It's so pretty. I'll put it on your list next VBB purchase. The Coco Pave is pretty in person to me. I love it. It is prettier in person. Okay, so what I do is first I turn on the water and make it really hot. And then I jump into the shower and get wet. I'm like very close to you all. And in here is like a, kind of like a, it's like a gritty paste. It's like, I'm making it sound like not nice. It's freaking delightful. I take a little bit of, my body's wet, and then you can feel that there's some stuff, but the physical exfoliant part of it like dissolves very quickly, and it quickly becomes enzymatic. And I put this all over first. And then I squirt the prequel and put that all over my body. And then I massage them both together with a, like a, what are those things called? The poofy, I don't know what they're called. The poofy shower thing. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like one of those not like a loofah, but the plastic kind. This little scooper, you literally need like not even maybe half of a scooper. It really spreads well, and it takes that dead skin off. And at the same time that you're taking off the dead skin, you're introducing the glycerin, which is super hydrating. And if you wanted some anti-aging, you could do it with the glycolic and kind of get a little extra peel out of it. But this is such like a hidden little gem of a item. I never hear people talking about it, but I love this for the body. I think it is phenomenal. I'll try it on my face. I didn't realize it was head to toe. I thought this was a body product, but whatever. I'll give you guys like a full report on it. It is really a nice little treat to just pick up as like a little Valentine's gift to yourself. It really helps with the dry skin, and I wanted to show it to you guys since I was opening up a new one. Okay, does anybody have like any dry skin like wonders that they want to tell us about? Because I'm all ears. I am all ears. If anybody has a moisturizer, a lip thing, whatever it is that you have that sounds good. I do like these Wise things that I keep talking about. The nice applicator. I wanted to do one other thing. This is Molly's. A lot of people who are olive or have a cooler undertone have a very hard time finding blush colors. This is from Phytosurgeons. You guys know I love them. These are the $15 famous blushes. This one is brand new. This is the color Wisp. It is this beautiful, like not crazy, like the Patrick Ta lavendery color. I'm going to put some on with my Rapper AA01. I love Alexandra Nell. These are extremely pigmented. You need a very small amount. When you go into this product, you're going to want to go off of the back of your hand, no matter what, and just adjust how much you have. And I'm going to tap this on. Now, if you have olive skin or you are cool toned like me and things turn orange on you, this color is spectacular for people who are cooler toned. And it's got that nice lavender without it being like, do you guys remember the Grape Ape? Am I like dating myself big time? But it was a cartoon when we were kids called the Grape Ape. I feel like the Patrick Ta one was really bright when I got there. So I like this. It's a little bit more like laid back. And then the other color that I really like, and I can swatch all these. I'm happy to. This is the color Condensate. This is like another one of my favorites. This is a pinkier color. Put that one here. Let me put Wisp next to it, and I'm going to grab another color too. There are warm tones, don't worry. Oh, this is a lot. They are the easiest things to blend. They have the consistency of like a chocolate ganache, like the middle of a Fannie Mae cream. Let's put this one on the other side. And then there's another color called Plume that is more beigey. But these are blushes for people who everything turns orange on. And I love them. Love. Let's just take a look at them. Of course, I'm wearing like a white sweater under here today. Okay. Already got it on there. Nothing we can do. All right. I am going to swatch. This first one is Condensate. And it is a very pale pink. Now, the shipping can take a little bit of extra time, but you're not paying any duties on it. I think you pay like 1% or something silly like on their website. So I'm swatching these heavy. The next one is Wisp. So we've got Condensate and then Wisp. And then the other really cool tone one there's a lot of them. Is Plume. And this is like their answer to beige. Most of like the beige colors that come out, like especially if you look at Chanel, they're very warm, the nudes. And this is a nude that'll actually stay nude on somebody with a cool tone or an olive tone, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to go in no particular order now. This one reminds me so much of the Tom Ford Orchid that I didn't even buy orchids. Some of you guys might remember when I swatched this one. This is a beautiful orchid color, like a bright pinky purple. Okay. This is Simmer. Simmer is this really nice, almost like a strawberry. Now, when you put these on like this, it looks like they're not going to blend. They blend. You need so little of the product to get the color. And they have so many to choose from. This is another one of my favorites. This is kind of like a bronzer on me. This is called Exothermic. I know it looks really dark, but on the skin, it is not. It's like a earthy kind of a color. It just is like the right amount of warmth for somebody like me. Here's a fun one called Singe. This would be really bright and pretty for summer. This one is called Sear. And you'll see these are going to be a little warmer. I'm going to do some of these on the other side because I'm running out of space here. That is Sear. And you can blend these out or you can deepen them. And the nice thing is, like, there's a color for everybody. This is called Molten. And for those of you who have warm skin, who love like a fun, bright orangey color, are going to love that. And it does blend out. So you're going to get the real color. This one is called Ember. And this on is a gorgeous coral. It's hard to tell on here, but it's a very nice mix of, it looks like it's very orange because it's on me, but it's actually got a really nice mix of pink and orange in here. It's just that my skin is so pink that you're seeing the orange. Now, this color is my little sunburn secret in the summer. So when I put my bronzer on in the summertime and I want it, like we're on vacation and stuff, and I want it to look like I got a little bit of sun that day, I pull out Swelter. Swelter is like a true red, like a sunburn color. And it's beautiful with just some bronzer because it takes on the color that you would get if you got like a little bit too much sun, like over the nose and like on top of the cheeks, like the high points. It really does look like a real sunburn. This is a perennial favorite over there called Sublimate. Ooh. And this is like a kind of a cherry brown, super 90s kind of a color. Very fun. And these are $15, you guys. It boggles the mind. I look cute in my sweater. I was freezing today. Okay, this color is the color that you can wear if you're warm, if you're cool. I don't care if you are purple. People love this one. It's called Fume. Like if you don't know what to put on with something, this one's going to work for you because everyone likes it. There's just something about it that there's something for everyone. It's neutral and very just sort of natural flush. It's just a really good one. What's going on, Rebecca? How's your night? We got the new Victoria Beckham finally today. Did you get yours yet? The new liner? I have it on. It's very pretty. It's like the little teeny tiny Tom Ford sparkles. Okay, this one is called Smolder. This is like a dirty peach. Again, I'm sticking like my whole hand in here just so you can kind of see the colors. They are swatched on every skin tone known to man. They use very little white pigment so that the colors will work on all skin tones. They are very aware about inclusivity and all the good things, the good practices that you would want in a company. This is a really beautiful color called Steam. This is like a plum, like a mauvey plum. It's a good one. It's one of the newer ones. This is called Scorch, and this is a very fun kind of 90s inspired brown that's like a warm brown. These have to warm up under your hand. I'm like trying to get in there. Some of these colors I don't wear often, and some of them I wear to death. I'm just going to go right in the middle here. It is just like a very pretty 90s brown. Okay, then we have Evaporate. I told you they have a lot of colors, you guys. This is Evaporate. And this is going to be for the warmer folks. I'm going to need like a full bath. This is a very big favorite of the warm team, Evaporate. We did Scorch already. Oh, we have to do Inferno. I think that Kindle was the one that was discontinued. One of these is discontinued. I don't know. This one is Inferno. That is not, I believe, discontinued. And this one is called Incense. It's a really pretty color. The colors are so nuanced that I don't have a vocabulary for them. They're colors that are so incredibly thought out and wiggled and everything. And then if you're very cool like me and everything turns warm on you, this is dust. And when you put a gray pigment into like an orangey one, like let's go over here, for instance, very orange on me. If I just took a small amount, and this works with foundations, concealers, it'll save you a lot of money if you can't return something. I am so dirty right now. Hold on. And I wanted to make this less warm. Look at the difference between this side and that side on me. I can take a too warm foundation, mix a little of this into it, and make it work for me. It's really nice. You guys, these are $15. You will literally never see these colors anywhere else. Tom and Jason are the nicest guys. They are a young couple. They live in Vancouver. I think they're in Hong Kong right now or something like that, or Japan. I can't, they go all over the place. Just the two of them, literally the two of them. They've been offered money and fortune and fame from near and far. They are protecting their space, and I'm gonna have to wash this off in the bathroom, but they love having their own company. They went from doing it part-time to Tom doing it full-time to Jason finally doing it full-time. He made a post last year, Jason did, that he paid off his parents' mortgage, and they are currently looking for, I think, a place in the Alps. It's like one of the places that they like to go. And they're always inspired by nature. The two of them tease you a lot. They show you a lot of things, and they're like, don't you think that this is coming out anytime soon? But their Instagram is the way that they advertise. They do not do PR. They do not send anybody anything. They just make great product at great prices. And I don't think that there's a blush that I own that I like more than I like this one. I wear this almost exclusively every day. And I would say my highest rotation, because of my skin tone, would be Plume, Wisp, Condensate. I will show you on the website. There's some different sections. I might go have to like wash up first. I'm like scared of getting this all over my sweater. But I'm going to show you the website of Phytosurgeons. Here we go. Okay, so this was one of the newer collections. So this one has the dust that I talked about that helps you adjust shades. Then you've got steam, sear, scorch, and incense. And you'll notice that each time they do these, you're going to see that there's a warmer version and a cooler version. And they're going to show it to you on somebody who's got very white skin, somebody who's a little bit deeper than that, and then somebody who's extremely dark. And then they'll show it on people that actually buy the stuff, and they post on their whole entire Instagram is people who buy from them. So this is like a newer set. These are the original Spark cream blushes. I'm trying to move it up over here. And you'll see on this one at the bottom, but you'll see each side has the more pink, the more orange. You will be able to easily see what colors are what. You can see them on models. That's every color except for the brand new ones. But the scope of shades, and you can see like how nuanced these are. They're so interesting and beautiful, and they show up on dark skin because what happens a lot of times is they put like a white pigment into them. And when you put that up against somebody with a deeper skin tone, it's going to get super ashy. Whenever you see a color that's like really ashy on somebody, it's got a lot of white in it. So these are just stunning colors. I mean, they just are. That's Tom. And that's Jason. And they are just the best. He's wearing the sunburn color, Singe. And then I'll show you the other things that I like of theirs that I've talked about before. Their lip balms cannot be beat. Guys, they are amazing, and the colors are fantastic. I have swatched these for you before. Let me know if you guys want to see them again. I'll get them together for next time. But they've got some different sets of colors of the lip balms. I have not bought an eyeshadow in a long time. Their bronzers are amazing. They have a set that is more golden and more rosy. So each one of these is going to go golden, rosy, golden, rosy, golden, rosy. So you're going to see the depth of color and also like how much it saturates and desaturates. So it's like both things are happening at the same time, and that's what gives them this perfect, you will fit into here somewhere shade range. And they don't launch until they have everybody included in their shade range. And there's 2 people working there. So that's something to think about. This I will definitely have to share with you. This is called the Spectral Shine. And this is unlike anything that you've ever felt before. You see how hard he's going into the pan there? You get some of it on you, and you will see that it just gives you this very, very slightly glowing kind of a look. Nothing loud and crazy. These are not highlighters. They're highlighters. They're beautiful underneath foundation. They're beautiful on top. I like putting it behind the blush. I think it makes it look like your skin is shining through. They photograph beautifully. They take the place of powder. Sometimes you can set your makeup with it, and you're only going to get a little bit of that light reflection, and people will just be like, wow, you have such dewy skin. See how delicate and pretty? And again, going from the least saturated to the most saturated. And they'll show you on all of the skin tones how these show up, which is, can you ask for more in the world? You just can't. Oh, Felice, hi. Dust is your best friend, Holly. I'm telling you, it'll be the best 15 bucks that you've ever spent in your whole life. Okay, other things that I like of theirs. This moisturizer, people swear by. It's called the Verdant Force Field Moisturizer. I don't have any in here because it's in my kitchen. My husband uses it a lot. It is soothing. It is hydrating. It's great for makeup prep. And people are gaga over it. You'll notice that the prices on the website are in Canadian dollars. When you check out, I check out through PayPal because it's much easier on their website to just go through your PayPal account and it'll convert for you. But also you can go through here and there's a button that you can click to see how much it is, or you can ask your phone what the exchange rate is. So that's a really popular product. The one that has my heart and soul is this baby. This is the regenerative facial oil. And Siri, how much is 48 Canadian and American dollars? 35. $35. And this is, you guys can see the color. Let me. It's got like that blue tansy in it. First of all, it smells like you're in the most expensive spa in the world. This is an oil, but it's not an oily oil. It's not a dry oil, but it's a fabulous, just amazing product if you have inflamed skin and you need to be like calmed down. If you want to have the most relaxing, it is the most seriously delicious smell. And it smells like you're relaxing. It smells like you should be in a spa. It makes your skin feel so soothed, and it's an anti-inflammatory. The ingredients are argan oil, jojoba, meadowfoam seed oil, blue tansy, helichrysum, frankincense, turmeric, geranium, rosemary, and it is a little rescuer. I love this, especially at this time of the year. That's why I've got one in here and in the other room. They also have a stable form of vitamin C that I have used before. This is called the Moonlight Afterglow. It's got the THD, the same stuff, you know, the hexahexyl, I can't even say it, THD. And yeah, tetrahexadecyl. I don't know. Tetrahexadecyl. It's the stable form of vitamin C. And this price is $35 also. And then they have another serum that I've used before called Sea Submerge, and it's a water-based serum. So if you're trying to hydrate your skin, this is that drink of water that people talk about, and it's 21 Canadian. Siri, how much is 21 Canadian in American dollars? Siri, how much is 21 Canadian in American dollars?
21 Canadian.
$15.44.
$15.44.
So very affordable, wonderful brand. You're supporting a small business. They are an LGBTQ plus and Pacific Islander owned brand. They do not sell brushes to the United States right now because of tariffs. He'd like to, he can't. Don't worry about it. You can find brushes here that are going to pick up your product just fine. There are different shades of the lip balms. I can't believe how much of this I'm going through tonight, but it's just so good. I am going to go wash my hands off and try to not stain my new sweater, and be right back in 2 minutes. Everybody take a bathroom break and we'll come back and talk about some of the things that we were going to talk about. Siri is a guest star. She's very, very nice. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Hi. Okay, guys. So what did we think of the phytosurgeons? It's like intriguing, isn't it? It's so nice to not shop from one of the crazy big conglomerates, you know? It's a great brand, Holly, and there's so many things that are not going to turn warm on you. I think Plume could almost be a bronzer for you, but there is a bronzer for everybody. I need to move some of this out of the way. Okay. Hi. It's a very busy night over here. It's going to be, I always say, like, I would rather clean up one of my son's Lego extravaganza play dates than clean up after some of these lives. It takes a long time because I make a big mess. Did anybody have any suggestions for dry skin? I want to show you the highlighter. This one is called Fresh Fog, and it's not like anything that you've ever felt before. My hands are still dirty. It will give this very light glow. Let's kind of stuff. Here's one of their brushes. This is not a fresh one. There we go. So you really have to get in there. I mean, it's fine. You want to do this and really saturate your brush. And if you just go on the high points of the face, you will get a very ethereal glow. You're not going to get craziness, but you're going to get like actual real glow. And they have a shade for everybody. This is the absolute most desaturated. And I actually think it's really pretty to put this underneath when you put the blush on. Just put a little plume on over it so you can see. When it goes like underneath, then it just looks like you have great skin, you know? And it just has that pretty glow. People use it to set their under eyes so that I'm not going to do it now because I have had this on all day and it'll look crazy. But people set their under eyes with it, and it's just one of those things where it illuminates a little bit, and it's all based on like where you are in the light. And it's not crazy when you go outside or anything like that. It just sort of is not like anything else that we've ever used before. Chanel Balm. Okay. Caudalie Premier Cru Riche. Is that the one that you just got, Holly? You guys, I'm sorry. My nails are so... Ugh. I'm going tomorrow. You liking the CeraCreal Moisture Source for the dry skin? I like it too. I like it too. I wish they would do it in a spray. Mara Pearl Peptide Glaze. Is that for face or body? Road Glazing Milk and Pat McGrath Divine Skin Essence. Oh, all good ones I don't have, Hal. It is, I use it with the Caudalie Brightening Serum. That essence that they have, that spray, it smells like a spa. It's beautiful. Mara is for the face. They have that at Credo, I think. It's like a Credo brand, right? Like a kind of a clean beauty. I've been seeing more of that. Like my lips are so chapped, like up here. Does anybody else have that right now where they're just raw? That's why that treatment that I give my skin in the shower, and then right away I put on the really, really thick cream. The Prequel. The one and only. This stuff is delightful. It's delightful. It's delicious. It's so thick and it absorbs. And I am here to say, after going through what I went through, wait, this looks crazy. With the microneedling and stuff, this was great because the oatmeal was like very calming, and the allantoin is very calming. Okay, so we did nothing that I thought we were going to do today. So when I went into Ulta today and I was looking at all of the K-beauty stuff, it's kind of overwhelming. And like I said, nobody who works there knows anything about any of the products. And that's a little problematic for me. I feel like they need to get on the education part of this so that they can be of help to us when we go in. You were drawn to Mara because of the bottle. We love packaging here. Rebecca always says, you're paying for the packaging, you might as well enjoy it. Right, Rebecca? Still love the Blue Effects Tulip Nectar and Prequel, of course. Yeah, the Tulip Nectar is such a great slugging item. You're back, you're in and out. You pay for the packaging, absolutely. I got a little overwhelmed looking at everything today. It's very, very everywhere. Like the K-beauty is all over the store and they don't know what to do with it and they don't know anything about it. The one thing I did want to say that's not K-beauty, if you're interested, if you like this brand, Beekman 1802, this mask is half price today on Ulta. and it's supposed to be phenomenal. It is a sheet mask, a multi-layer mask that provides a complete 360 better aging treatment. Our unique non-slip milk grippy technology provides a sculpted fit, helping to reduce inflammation and firm the skin, while the cooling milk compress cream instantly soothes and hydrates the skin for a more youthful complexion. Half off. So I wanted to mention this. I picked up 2 of them. One of the things we talked about the other night when I did my microneedling with the PDRN, that is dealing with the collagen and elastin. But you can buy topical PDRN, and this is the MediCube one that we talked about, and this is going to be more for barrier care. So everything with K-Beauty you're going to find is less about blurring and covering up and making you not see what you're really seeing, and dealing with the actual skin. And because topically, you're really only dealing with the top layer of your skin, which is why we like to use an exfoliant before we go in with our serums, because they're going to go in just a little bit more than they would with the dead skin on top. So this is going to help with your barrier. It's going to help the health of the microbiome on your skin, and it's supposed to be a winner. So I'm also going to try the mask. And this is the MediCube PDRN Pink Collagen Gel Mask. And it says sodium DNA niacinamide hydrolyzed collagen. And I just started kind of freaking out, and I was like, I know that applying collagen to my skin is not going to make me make collagen. You almost bought 2K Beauty Mist today, but got the it instead. I never ask questions in Ulta. It's pointless. Oh, I'll never ask questions either. No, you're probably answering questions for people like, excuse me, you don't want that. You want this. So I'm going to give this a try, but the ingredients started coming at me with the collagen and I'm sorry, but like you could put collagen on your face till the cows come home and it's not going to make you make collagen. The whole way that collagen is made is deep in the skin. And I'm going to show you guys a map of the skin, but there are different layers. And when you microneedle, the length of the needle, like for at home, let's say, you're not just getting to like right here, maybe you're going a little bit, but cosmetic microneedling that's done by a licensed esthetician or a dermatologist or your healthcare provider, they can use a different depth of needle and go in further. And what they're doing is they're making a little micro injury, and that signals to the skin, help, we need to make collagen and elastin to make this better. And when you use the PDRN, which is the salmon sperm that we talked about, which is the closest thing to our DNA, it basically helps the skin model out what collagen and elastin in a healthy way look like, and it's helping your skin do its job. None of these do something to your skin. They literally support the things that are happening in your skin so that your skin can help itself. And that's like a hard thing to swallow. We use all of these products and we think that, you know, well, it's a firming thing, so it's going to make me feel firm. Maybe you can put on something that will give you like a tightening effect. But the real firming is going to happen deep within the skin. And as we get older and we start to go through menopause, that stuff just tanks. which is why so many people wind up on hormones, because like everything else, your skin is going to be affected. And the reason why I went and started the microneedling is because I was really unhappy with this part of me the most. Botox, I know I need some right now, but this is like skin laxity. This is the old lady stuff that I can't handle. And I want to try this stuff. So I think somebody's going to be a little bit proud of me right now. I bought the snail mucin that everybody was talking about. This is the CosRx. I touched it in the store and I didn't die. So I'm going to try it. It's supposed to be fantastic. It's supposed to be great. You guys have all said that you liked it. You saw a bad shade match going down the other day. I wish I could have helped the Ellen employee. I love it when they're talking to like an older person and they're like talking them into something that's going to make them look like a prune. And you're like, you might want to try that over there instead. It's not good. So snail mucin, one of the ingredients. The other one, remember, she did not believe me today that there was an empty bottle. And she's like, well, when did you buy it? And I was like 2 days ago. She was like, oh. And then she's going like this and she's pumping it and nothing's coming out. I'm like, see, there's nothing coming out of it. It's empty. And I did it with this one and right away I got some of it out. So these are the exosomes and we're going to talk about what those are in just a second. But it's the Inky list. This is like the stripped down, model of what you can buy for a whole lot of money from Skin Medica. And then the $4 masks that I really enjoyed were the MediHeal. I had tried this hyper collagen one, low molecular liposome. Again, not understanding what these things mean. And the hyperhyaluronic, I was thinking hyperhydrating, and I was actually right, low molecular liposome. So we're going to talk about like what this stuff means, because we need to learn how to speak fluent Korean beauty in order to be able to figure out what it is that we're buying. Even if it's less money, we still need it to work for us. We need to know what we're looking at and we need to know what to expect. So, okay. I have a hard time sometimes weeding through what is a gimmick or buzzword and what's legit. Like, how is salmon DNA the closest to human? I would drink it if it lessened my wrinkles, so I don't care. I'm with you. I'm there. I'm with you. Which is why I bought the snail mucin. I've been using the vegetarian version from In Beauty and did a little research, and they're not one and the same. Okay. We're going to talk for a minute about ingredients and just kind of like demystify some of these words. And I've got a load of notes here that we are not going to get through tonight, but I just want to touch on just big concepts. And then we're going to break this down and we are going to be fluent in this so that when you pick up something in the store that's $4, you're going to know what's in the $4 thing. And you're going to know if it's for you, and you're going to know what it's going to do to you, to your skin, so that your skin can do a job. Okay? Gotta just stick with me. So there's different sets of ingredients, and I kind of broke it down like this. we're going to have a group of things that are hydration, things that are like a drink of water, things that bring, I know people hate the word, but moisture to the skin. You're signing off. Good night, Felice. I'm going to be signing off soon, but I just want to go through this and then we'll do like a skincare primer next time. So you're going to have your hydration, your glycerin, your hyaluronic acid. There's a whole bunch of these, beta glucan. We'll go through them, but there's a lot of things that can give your skin a drink of water. And the trick is that you don't want to keep giving it just hyaluronic acid. You're going to want to kind of mix it up a little bit and use a few different ingredients because you never really know which one's working the best for you. Then we have the ones that help with stress. In other words, when you do something to your skin and your skin needs a break. Like the only one I'm going to mention right now is the Ectone because that's in one of the creams that we talked about. That's a calming thing. Then we have the barrier, things that protect the barrier, the lipids. These are basically what you would think of as a moisturizer. Contrary to what I had been brought up to believe my whole life, a moisturizer does not really moisturize. It merely goes on top and seals in the goodness so that you are lessening how much fluid is coming out of your skin. So that's called, they call it TEWL, TEWL, transepidermal water loss. Basically, you're losing hydration. It's like sweating, but you know, my face sweats a lot. When I was going through menopause, I thought I was going to die. Like my face would just be like melting, you know, like, did you guys see the lady that's at the football game and her head is actually smoking when she takes off her hat? That was me. That was definitely me. That was me pregnant too. So you're going to have a lot of things that you can use, like you've heard squalane, you've heard shea butter, jojoba oil, ceramides. Those are the things that are going to protect your barrier, the fatty acids. Then you have your soothers. You have the ones that comfort you. You got your centella, your chica. That's the same thing, by the way. I didn't know that. Calendula, arnica, green tea. Think chamomile. You've got the things that are going to be anti-inflammatory. They're going to take down that crazy. Then you have a group of ones that are signaling. And those are the ones that give the little instructions. They're the little bossy pants of the group. So you have the peptides. They're telling the skin what to do. You've got the growth factors. You've got the exosomes, stem cells. All the big buzzwords that you're hearing right now are actually signal givers. So they are telling your skin to do a job. Oh yeah, we forgot because we're old. Those are the signaling ones. Then you have the regenerative ones. The ones like I was using the salmon sperm, the snail mucin, the ones that are, we call them biomimetic. So there's a either animal, vegetable, mineral equivalent of the human form of something. So like with the snail mucin, you might have the CosRX one that is the snail, or you might have the InBeauty Extreme. Is that what it's called? Extreme Cream? Is that the one with the, not Extreme Cream, Elastic Skin. Has the copper peptides in it. That's the same kind of idea as the snail mucin, but it's a biomimetic, plant-based thing. Then you have the ones that do a perform for you. They perform, like vitamin C fights off the free radicals. The retinoids, that's, you know, helping get rid of the top skin and giving you newer skin, more renewal faster. So you have the ones that perform jobs. You have your acids. Most of us know about the acids now, but there's different groups, not just AHA and BHA anymore. There are now PHAs, and those are poly instead of just alpha or beta, and they're supposed to be more gentle. We'll talk about the different ones. Then you have cosmetic things, like if they claim that something is blurring, they're using either mica or some kind of nylon powder or a silicone to blur. Your skin doesn't actually blur. It is something that will blur on the skin. So that's just like an illusion. We'll talk about talc. We'll talk about the different kinds of alcohol and why sometimes they're okay and why sometimes they aren't okay. We'll find out about low molecular, like when you see that something is low molecular, what does that even mean? It's the size of the molecule, and basically the smaller it is, the further into the skin it's going to go. But some of them don't need to go very far to do their jobs. So we'll talk about that too. We'll talk about the different layers of the skin. We're going to strip this down to like the very, very basic, so that when we go in to Ulta or Sephora is going to have stuff. There's going to be tons of stuff on, Yes Style and Olive Young, and we're all going to be in this K-beauty thing. I want us to be like fully equipped and ready to go. Like, yes, I understand this. This sounds great. And know what you're buying, as opposed to going, well, I don't know. They said it was really good at the store, so I'm going to give it a try. We need more than that. And the thing with K-beauty is everyone in Korea, no matter who you are, what your job is, you can afford good skincare and you can afford good self-care at home. So you can go get procedures done at an affordable price. You can take care of your skin at an affordable price, and everything is effective. And the really neat thing about Olive Young, this brand that's coming to America that was going to change everything until Sephora stepped in, and we'll talk about that too, but they do kind of a voting system. So based on what they're selling and what people say about the products, because all of us will have a say, the products rank themselves. So if something is really fantastic and people are buying it, it's going to go up in the ranking. And if people are not into it, it is going to go down in the ranking. And the products go from concept to counter in like 6 months, which is, for research and development of a product, that's quite amazing. And it's because they are doing the work. Everything that they put out has to be clinically proven to work. They can't just put claims on things, which is why they tell you what ingredients are in there. So if it says low molecular, the smaller the molecule, the further into the skin it's going to go. And obviously, for some things, that's going to matter, like hydration. Think about like when you're dehydrated and you feel like you're like shriveled, and then you like drink and you kind of get like the bloated look. It's the same kind of idea. So we're going to go through all of this. It's going to be awesome. Everything is going to be affordable and it's going to work. And we're going to know what it is that is going to be best for mature skin. And it's going to free up a lot of that money that you've been spending on expensive skincare. And instead, maybe treat yourself to a Botox or go on vacation. The things that we buy are so expensive and they add up. And some of the things you go through fast, and some of the things, like they always say, the best SPF is the one that you're willing to put tons of it on, so let it be cheap. We're going to go through all of it. I'm going to do the heavy lifting. I'm going to make cheat sheets for us. And we are going to be so equipped and ready when we go in to buy this stuff. And when you see a $4 mask, you still want it to work, even if it's $4. You want it to work. You want to know what it's going to do for you. If you have red skin and you have rosacea and you have allergies and you have sensitive skin, there are going to be some things you want to stay away from. You're going to be able to look for fragrance. You're going to be able to look and see if there's going to be like some kind of ingredient in there that hasn't agreed with you in the past. Ooh, I'm excited to learn about all this. Me too. I am too. I am excited. I was just using the snail mucin because I figure it's got to do something if people are willing to put the goop on. Honest to God, I was thinking the same thing today. I was like, Michelle, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. I'm like, if I can put salmon sperm into my face, I can probably put snail snot on my skin. Right? Molly will drink it if it'll take care of the wrinkles. I am all in on K-Beauty because I believe in the ingredients and price point. However, Korean glass skin is hugely genetic, so I'm realistic and also jealous. You just can't put salmon on your face. I'm telling you, when you get to look like me, you will literally do anything. You will. You will get to this point and you will go, oh my God, your face is falling off of your face, and you will try. But going in there today and getting absolutely no help from them and trying to sit there on your phone, I mean, what are you going to do in Ulta, like homework for 5 hours? I'm like, that's not a pleasant shopping experience. And what's good about that? There's nothing good about that. I'd rather just go buy whatever it is at, the place that I know where it is. But from what I understand, the legacy brands with their skincare, they're very expensive stuff that blurs and does secret things to make people think that you don't have wrinkles. Believe me, I still want to be blurry. I want a filter across my face. I do. But I also would like to be using skincare that's doing something. And not necessarily doing it to me, but helping my skin do it. The thing I had to keep repeating in my head when I did the microneedling was, you want your skin to do as much of the work as possible. And the only way that I can think about it is like when you get an immunization for something and they give you a small amount of it so that your body can build up the antibodies. I kind of think of it like that. These ingredients tell your skin to do things or protect it or give it a drink. Everything has a job, and we're going to find out what jobs are done by what ingredients. And then if you go in and let's say you're sensitive, you're getting rosacea, but you also are dehydrated, you might want to look for these things. You might want to stay away from this. Like I saw a bunch of things that had tea tree oil in it, and I know that that's for acne. So I was like, ooh, that's probably not going to be great for my skin right now because I'm not getting acne anymore. I'm just getting wrinkles. But you're flying blind in that place. And then you just walk out and you're like me, with 19 things that you're returning, and then you come home and you've got more things, and then you're like, I don't even remember what any of this stuff does because I was looking on my phone, So I'm going to do the heavy lifting and the cheat sheet, and we're going to get prepared, and everybody's going to have a really effective skincare plan and program and idea that you will be able to afford, and it will be good. I mean, doesn't that sound so good? Oh yes, Holly, I'm drop dead. I would put any form of DNA on my face if it picked up my jowls. I love listening to your knowledge too. Believe me, what we're doing is we're learning together. I'm just learning it a couple minutes before you. Like, this is how I taught. I taught from the back seat. It's like, if this is coming our way and we're the ones that they've been blowing off and ignoring and putting, 25-year-olds with wrinkle cream and not even paying attention to us, and we're the highest earners right now. I'm gonna let the legacy brands decorate my eyes, and I'm gonna leave the skincare to the clinical science. And I don't care about the labels on my skincare. I just want my skin to be as beautiful as it possibly can. I want to support my skin in every way possible. That's it. I mean, I second that about the jowls. Jowls are the ultimate, they're the ultimate depression starter. Honestly, like when you get up close into the mirror and you start to see that like the wrinkles are not going away. Like, it doesn't matter how much hydration I put here, it's still this situation. And so you wind up with your hair like this, and you wind up with new knowledge. And we are just literally at the very beginning of the tipping point of this Korea 2.0 that is going to, it's already made changes that we don't even know about with reformulating and coming out with new things. You guys are going to see legacy brands that have really expensive skincare. All of a sudden, when they make a claim, it's going to have to actually do something where your skin is going to benefit from it and not just smoke and mirrors blurring. Although I do like that, just not in my skincare. I like it in my makeup. I wear ponytails a lot. Honestly, have you ever seen like those tapes that they put on people? I'll sit here sometimes and I'll be like, well, what if I just like kind of sat like this one day instead? We all do it. And we also all have the 10 times magnification mirror that should be freaking illegal. It should be an illegal item. I think that it should have a license and it should say, warning, you might get really depressed if you look in this mirror. I'd wear those tapes. I would too. I would too. Believe me. At this point, if I put salmon sperm in my face, I'm ready to do a lot. Okay? My lower face and neck. Oh, I know. It's like all of a sudden, like, I understand crew necks and I understand that, like, I used to be such a V-neck person. And now I'm just like a sun-damaged mess person. Tell your girls, put sunscreen on your neck. And also everybody with their phones, we all have tech neck. Lower face and neck. Nope, can barely stand it. I don't look close. I need duct tape. I need super strength duct tape. I have a 3-way mirror in my closet. It's brutal. I try not to look over 2 seconds. Okay. Holly, I feel you, but I need to describe something to you. My bathroom has never been redone since we moved into the house. It is 1985 in my bathroom. The entire bathroom with the exception of like one wall, is mirrored. The closet doors are mirrored too. So you have angles that no one should ever have to look at all over my bathroom. And it would be next to the, what are those things called? Like that block tile stuff that I can't stand. We have very pretty cabinetry in there, and the shower's awesome. And the bathtub was great when my son was little. He could go swimming in it, but like it's ready to be refreshed in there. And the mirrors should not be on that many walls. They just should not. All right, you guys, so we'll get together again later in the week. I'm going to kind of just take a peeky. It'll probably be Friday instead of Sunday, but we'll see. We'll have to see. I kind of have to play it by ear because my sister's out of town, and I got to see what happens with the weather and my parents, and it's me. I'm on duty this week by myself. So, anybody have any last minute thoughts before we say goodnight? Well, I want to thank everybody for being here and for helping me escape reality for 3 hours. I think that that's fantastic. I have to get a passport photo soon, and they want your lips closed, no teeth. My lower face collapses, and it ages me 20 years. I think I'm going to get filler. The problem with filler is that you really can't do a lot down here because filler falls, and you don't want your filler falling here, which is why a lot of people don't get it here anymore. But I understand what you're saying. I get it. And if you missed the beginning, if you guys want smoke and mirrors for a little while, or at least not making it worse, this is the best thing I've tried in 2026. It is the most blurring. I don't care how they do it. And delightfully hydrating without being at all greasy foundation in the world. IT Cosmetics. Who knew? I don't care about fancy anymore when it comes to this stuff. This is the best foundation I've tried in eons. Have a great rest of the week. Hugs to everybody. You had a tiny little bit 4 years ago, and it did help. Well, if it did, then that's awesome. My lips got real weird, and I had to have my lips. I put the stuff in that gets rid of it. I've seen Botox put along the jawline and neck that seems to lift a bit. You know, you can put a small amount of filler here, which is what I did. Like I put a half a unit in each side. I mean, you can barely see. But what it does is it gives like the illusion and kind of pulls a little bit here. That's one of the things you can do. And the thing that I'm not willing to do is that where they go in with the threads and they yank up. I've heard way too many horror stories from my dermatologist. I'm not going there. Not on this channel. But Penn Smith Skincare is a wealth of knowledge. She has years and years of videos to go through. She is 100% open about every procedure that she's had done, and she is an ingredient person. So she may find an ingredient in a really expensive thing, but then she's going to find it in an inexpensive thing, and she's going to give you choices and really explain stuff well. She's awesome. Yeah, maybe a bit of Botox too. Never did that, by the way. I'm a vilified baby boomer. You're not vilified. You are not vilified. Not here. All right, everybody. I'm sending so much love to everybody. Be safe. Take care of each other. Reach out if you have questions. If you feel like chatting, give me a DM. And I will see all of you guys later in the week. I love you. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Good night. Demi Moore is an example of bad threads when she did that a few years ago. Oh, but now she looks good. Last week. The vilified baby boomer last week. Did we vilify you? Did I? Judy, what did I do? Oh, she's saying bye. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams, everyone. Be well. Take care of each other. Good night.